Welcome to a brand new episode. Let's give that wheel a big spin, and it lands on. How will that change things? Welcome to a new episode of Wheel of Fortune. Let's take a look at our puzzle and spin the wheel. Let's give it a spin. Round and round she goes, and it lands on Sangs. Tough break. Welcome to a new episode of Wheel of Fortune. Let's see what the wheel has in store for us today. Spin it. Let's give this wheel a spin. It's spinning fast. Where will it land? And it lands on $1,000. Let's give it a spin. Round and round she goes. Where will it land? Let's give this wheel a spin. Round and round she goes. Where she'll stop, nobody knows. All right, let's give it a spin. And it lands on Sam Kunz. Team, we have 3 Ds. Welcome back. Let's reveal the new puzzle. And now a spin of the wheel. Welcome back. Let's reveal the new puzzle. And now a spin of the wheel. Welcome back. Let's reveal the new puzzle. And now a spin of the wheel. Welcome back. Let's give this wheel a big spin. And it lands on Sam Kunz. Let's see what that gives us. F and A, great solve. Welcome back. It's a new episode of Wheel of Fortune. Let's give it a big spin. Look at those letters. You're so close. Welcome back. It's a new episode. Let's give this wheel a big spin. Look at it go. Let's give it a spin. Round and round it goes. Where will it land? It's a new episode of Wheel of Fortune. Let's give this wheel a spin. And it lands on Bankrupt. A new episode and a new puzzle. Let's spin the wheel. Round and round she goes, and it lands on $500. Well, back to a new episode of Wheel of Fortune. Let's give that wheel a big spin. And it's stopping on Bankrupt. Welcome to a new episode of Wheel of Fortune. Let's give that wheel a big spin.
The wheel rotates with mechanical indifference. Its colored wedges represent financial possibility. Yet beneath the spectacle lies a simple engine of randomized distribution. The circumference is segmented into outcomes: incremental gains, multipliers, penalties, and immediate bankruptcy. The physical act of spinning introduces kinetic energy into a closed system, but once released, control dissolves. The contestant's influence ends at force application. Probability takes over. The first player approaches conservatively. The initial spin lands on a mid-range dollar amount. The choice of consonant is not random. It reflects a subconscious ranking of frequency. In the English language, certain letters dominate usage. The early calls, RSTLN, are not intuition. They are data internalized over years of exposure to language. When the board reveals multiple instances, confidence expands. Capital accumulates, not only on the scoreboard, but in posture and vocal steadiness. The second contestant demonstrates a different risk profile. A higher force spin seeks larger monetary wedges. The wheel slows, clicks across boundaries, and stops near a premium value. The decision now becomes psychological rather than statistical. With a growing bank total, the presence of a bankruptcy wedge nearby alters perception. Loss aversion activates. Research in behavioral economics shows that individuals fear losing accumulated value more intensely than they value equivalent gains. The contestant hesitates before choosing a consonant that is statistically less common but potentially transformative. The letter fails to appear. The opportunity transfers. Across rounds, the puzzle board acts as a data grid. Blank spaces are unknown variables. Revealed letters narrow the solution space. Each additional consonant reduces entropy, converting uncertainty into pattern recognition. Contestants scan for common digraphs and vowel placements. They are not merely guessing phrases. They are calculating conditional probability under time pressure. Vowels introduce a different economic rule. They require purchase. This creates a microtransaction within the system, forcing contestants to exchange certainty of funds for informational clarity. The cost is fixed. The return is uncertain. When a player buys a vowel with limited capital, it signals strategic prioritization of information over liquidity. In high-pressure rounds, this trade-off often separates reactive players from predictive ones. As the wheel continues to spin, mechanical randomness intersects with human bias. After a near-bankruptcy outcome, subsequent spins often display reduced force. This is not strategic optimization, but emotional recalibration. The illusion of control persists. Contestants believe spin strength influences destiny beyond physics. In reality, the distribution remains structurally unchanged. Midway through the episode, a high-value wedge is secured. The contestant faces a choice: solve early with partial information, or continue spinning to maximize earnings. Expected value becomes the hidden variable. Solving guarantees current capital. Continuing exposes the player to both amplification and collapse. The decision reveals temperament. Risk-seeking personalities extend play, chasing surplus. Risk-averse players consolidate gains. Neither approach is inherently superior. Context defines optimality. The puzzle nears completion. Only a few letters remain concealed. At this stage, probability converges sharply. The solution space is minimal. A wrong guess now is less about ignorance and more about misreading pattern structure. When the leading contestant elects to solve rather than spin, it signals recognition that marginal expected gain no longer compensates for bankruptcy risk. This is disciplined termination of variance. The final round isolates a single contestant against the clock. Pre-selected letters appear automatically, reflecting empirical frequency analysis embedded in the rules. The remaining blanks represent diminishing uncertainty. Time pressure compresses cognition. Under countdown conditions, linguistic recall accelerates, but error likelihood rises. The contestant vocalizes the solution seconds before expiration. The margin between success and failure is measured not in knowledge, but in processing speed under stress. Viewed objectively, the episode is a contained laboratory. The wheel is a probability generator. The puzzle board is a shifting dataset. Monetary wedges convert abstract chance into tangible consequence. Contestants oscillate between rational calculation and emotional response. Over multiple rounds, patterns emerge. Conservative stabilization, aggressive escalation, cautious resolution. In the end, the scoreboard displays a winner. Yet the deeper narrative is not about victory. It is about how individuals interpret risk when randomness is visible, how they respond when information is partial, and how psychological bias interacts with structured probability. The spectacle of colored wedges and illuminated letters masks a disciplined system of mathematical expectation. The wheel never intends, it simply rotates. Human behavior supplies the meaning.